drinking watermelon daiquiris or something like that. I don't know.
No. Watermelon, apple, corn. Straight from South Carolina.
Watermelon daiquiris. These guys are
Tina, I do need a fan.
I'm drinking a man's
I need some air.
All right. This is Eagles Talk. We're going into our third quarter. Third quarter, we're going to talk about our Philadelphia 76ers. I'm excited. I want to give them a shout out. So let's toast them. 1, 2, 3, down the hatch.
Oh my God.
That is a toast to our you about to be on fire. You're on fire. He said, "Oh God."
Oh, my ear.
Let me just give some love out. I'm a dedicate to my peeps.
Man.
That's the Sixers, man.
I'm about to take my hoodie off.
Yeah, he's on fire right now. Look, Viola says I have a t-shirt 2X black. Got the Eagles on there too. That's right. All right. Brian Smith says, yeah, Aggie definitely staying. All right, Philadelphia 76ers. We talked about how the Eagles, and Shell, I'm going to use your word, how the Eagles Super Bowl championship has been infectious to the rest of the Philadelphia sports teams. We saw our college men's basketball team win the NCAA men's basketball championship in Villanova. We see that we see the Philadelphia 76ers go on a 16-game winning streak to end the season and roar into the playoffs. We see our Flyers make the playoffs on the last day of the season, although they dropped a game yesterday. Didn't look good at all. But our Philadelphia Phillies also are on a 6-game winning streak. They're hot. So the Super Bowl championship has been.
You forgot. You always forgot about the arena football, man.
Well, we're talking about the
arena football players put their jerseys on yesterday. We gotta and that's big and that's infectious. That leads to a winning atmosphere in the locker room. When everybody's able to pull that jersey over their pads, that's a good day. So shout out to arena football. No, I'm only kidding. No, we're going to focus on our Philadelphia 76ers and the wonderful job they've been doing. 17 in a row. They're still alive in the playoffs. And seriously, guys, honestly, these if you looked at all the playoff games, especially the East, you cannot tell me that the Philadelphia 76ers don't look like the best team in the East right now. They look like the best team in the East. I looked at the Raptors. I looked at Boston. I looked at Cleveland. Cleveland got problems. They have the best player on the earth, but they did not look good yesterday. And I hope that they, I don't really hope because I want my team to win, but they need to pull it together. But anyway, the Sixers, out of all the Eastern teams this weekend, they look dominating.
They did. I mean, listen, they have the length. They play up tempo on offense. They are very active on the defensive side of the ball. You have a 6'10" point guard. You have a 6'8" small forward. You have a 6'10" power forward. You have another 6'10" power forward. I'm not even talking about Joel yet. You have a shooting guard at 6'5". I mean, you have that length. Then you come off the bench with Marco Bellinelli. I've saying his name wrong.
Bellinelli.
Marco Bellinelli.
Yo, you gotta listen. You gotta listen how they do it on Eagles. What's that? Sports Talk. On Mike Missinelli. They play a little music behind his name too.
So you coming off the bench with him, Ersan Ilyasova, and I mean the tempo doesn't stop. And the chemistry for these last 16 to 17 games is they look dangerous right now. The past game, they were in the first 3 quarters they played okay, but the fourth quarter they say, you know what, let's put the cherry on top of in this game.
It reminds me of if you go to the Villanova championship game, it reminds me of that how. We went from last year not having one guy that could shoot the basketball to having 4 and sometimes 5 guys that can hit the perimeter shot.
Listen, you got to realize something though, right? Your point guard can't shoot.
He can
get anywhere on the court and give you a triple-double He's a triple double threat every time he touches the ball.
But your center has a 3-point range, and he's like 34% from the three.
Wow, man! But
he's like,
you bring up Simmons. Simmons, his dynamic. He is a generational player in my eyes. I see that.
Yeah.
I see a lot of Magic Johnson in this guy.
Yeah,
I hear everybody saying.
I think that he'll develop his jump shot. As of now, no threat. No threat. You can leave him open. You can leave him. You can just leave him, and he's not going to make a jump shot. I'm sorry. He's got to prove it. But he does everything else so well that I believe that with his work ethic, he will develop a jump shot before his career is over.
Jordan had the same problem coming into NFL. I mean, NBA.
Well, is it going to be Jordan-like? I don't know. I don't know that yet. So. But I think it'll be serviceable enough that you're not going to be able to do the things to him defensively that you're doing to him now. And I say that, and you're not really slowing him down because he's still impact on the game. He's still setting up his teammates. He still has the right balance around him where him not having a jump shot is not detrimental to the team right now. He is dynamic. He can go to the basket at 6'10". It's unbelievable how he can go to the basket. And he sets up his teammate. He looks to pass first. He looks to set the table more than he looks to score. And that's what we need with this group of players that we have. It's a wonderful group. And you know what I see from this Sixers team is very reminiscent to the Eagles team, is they're buying in to doing what it takes to win the game. It's not, it doesn't look like it's in a selfish bone in anyone's body on that team. They all play for the one sole purpose of winning the game. You have Markelle Fultz, a number 1 pick. He could be making a stink right now. He could be saying, I need to be starting. I'm the number 1 pick. I'm that guy. He comes in and he has accepted his role of coming off the bench and contributing where they need help. Not just come in and I have to do what I do because I have to score. I'm a scorer. We did get him the score, but he is doing all the things that needs to be done for them to win. He's distributing. He's playing tough, tenacious defense. Another person, the person whose minutes he's taken, TJ McConnell, didn't sulk. Not that he has a lot of room to sulk, but he didn't sulk. He embraced the fact that Fultz comes in and takes his minutes and he helps him out. This is the same type of attitude that the Eagles had in their championship run. I see a lot of it on this Philadelphia 76ers team, and that's why, as I said with the Eagles, that was a special group all year long. You could see the bond that those players have. I feel and see the same bond as this Sixers team, not to mention what they're doing on the court. We have shooters now. Bellinelli. That's how you say it, right, Pat? Bellinelli.
Yes. No, you got to say it with
Marco
Bellinelli.
Sarich, the homie Sarich, right? We got the homie Sarich.
That's crazy. I forgot about Sarich.
Ilyasova, man, we have some shooters now, and if they can't stop the Sixers now without Embiid, what are you going to do when the big fella's there? And the defensive presence is there. What are you going to do? Yeah. When you get past the first line of defense now, we still have enough tenacious defense that the second line comes up and they stop the drive as best they can. But when you have an Embiid back there and you get past the first line of defense going to the basket, what are you going to do when the big man's down there? What are you going to do now when we come down and we have all these shooters? And if you overplay the three, we just dump it into the big man and he dominates whoever you have down there. It looks very good, man, and tonight's game looks like it's going to be more of the same. I love Brett Brown, made a great adjustment at halftime on Saturday that changed the game, that came out in the third quarter, showed me a lot as a young team to start that third quarter with that intensity, because the good teams, the veteran teams, they know how to do that. They know how to come out in the third quarter. Third quarter is very pivotal, and they come out in the third quarter, and they come out and they ramp it up, and the Sixers did that on Saturday. All credit to Brett Brown, and the rest of the team. Let me go to some comments right quick. Ronald Powell says Philly sports. You're right. He also says hockey. Yeah, yeah. Well, we have to see what the Fire's going to do next game. Tina Holden grabbing another win tonight. I agree with that, Tina. Eddie says agreed. Sixers look extremely dangerous. Joe Guns, Boston going to give them trouble. Boston looked good. They did. They have some young guys there too. And if they don't do it this year, I don't know. I think we have a good chance of knocking them off this year without Hayward and Kyrie Irving. They're beatable, but they do have some players. I think it's going to be Boston and Sixers for a while in the East.
Yeah.
Sixers beat Miami.
I think it's going to go 6 games. I think we beat Boston in 6 games.
I think we can. But the team to worry about in the East right now it's not even the Cavaliers. It's Toronto. Toronto's a high-powered team.
Corey Robinson says he sees LeBron more in Simmons than Jordan. I see Magic more than LeBron.
Well, I see a mix of them because Magic didn't really shoot that much. Then as far his career came along, he started shooting more. Yeah, and that's the same thing I see with Simmons. Simmons right now is more of he's everything down below the foul line right now. Everything down below the foul line.
Dang, is that the third quarter already? Corey Robinson says, but with Curry back, I just see them winning the East. The finals, not so much. He's talking about Steph Curry. If he comes back to the Golden State Warriors, they're probably favored again. The reason why I'm so high on them, especially in the East, because they look better than everybody else. But I give them a shot at winning it all because my thought pattern is you get a young team, and I talked about this before. You get a young team that has momentum, such as they do. It builds confidence, and confidence accelerates progress.
Yeah,
so no one expected the Sixers to be this good this fast. We all said that they would be competing for a playoff spot. They exceeded that. They not only competed for a playoff spot, they were the number 3 seed. They won 52 games. We went from we should just be happy to compete for the 7th or 8th seed till we won the 3rd seed. So we've already exceeded all expectations, and that's because the confidence level has accelerated the progress. It's accelerated the process. All right, go ahead.
Check this out. I know he's saying the process. You put a process in it, trust the process and everything. But a few years ago, we were a 10-win team.
10 wins to 52.
10 wins.
All right, guys, we're going to go back to the Eagles there, and everybody that's online. We're just going to you guys throw your question out there, and we're going to just talk about the upcoming draft, whatever you want to talk about. First question, just throw it out there. We're going to get to